Hi, my name's Adam, and this is Bronwyn, and we're here at A4 Fitness, and today we're going to go over the kipping pull-up. All right, so to start with, what we want to do is grab onto the bar and just let yourself hang free. So you're in a dead hang, so no swinging or moving yet. Just going to hang there. Now the first thing we're going to do is press your chest forward and let your feet go back. Then allow your feet to come forward and your chest to come back. Okay, so let's speed up that motion a little bit. Chest forward, feet forward, chest back, swinging back and forth. Now when we try to stop this motion, if you just stop, when you stop, you should end up in a dead hang. All right, if you're still moving and swinging when you stop your motion, then you know that you were not really kipping, you were swinging. You were probably using your legs and your feet a little bit too much and not counterbalancing that with the movement of your chest and shoulders. Okay, so when those feet go back, your chest needs to go forward, and when your feet go forward, your chest needs to go back. Okay, when that is in balance and you try to stop your kip, you're going to end up in a dead hang. You're not going to be moving and swinging around. All right, so that's the first thing to start with. So practice a few of those, kipping by pressing the chest forward and feet forward, chest back. Let's speed up the motion a little bit and start to get a good kipping, swinging motion going for momentum. All right, rest there. Okay, so from that motion, what we want to do next is we want to take that opening up of the chest and creating that momentum and force, and then reversing that, and when you come through and those feet come forward and the chest goes back, you're going to then bring your knees up towards your chest and then open up your hips. And as you open up your hips, you'll notice your arms are actually going to be more at a 45-degree angle rather than directly over your head. So when you get to the back of that motion, you put your knees up and then push your hips forward and pull at the same time, you're going to create a bunch of momentum for that pull and make that pull a lot easier than doing a strict pull-up. All right, go ahead and give a couple full kipping pull-ups. And you'll notice, once those knees come up and she starts to use her hips a little bit, she's already created a lot of momentum. She's already up pretty high before she has to do any pulling with her upper body. All right, so the idea of this motion is to make it more of a volume pull-up or a muscle endurance pull-up rather than a strength pull-up. That doesn't mean you shouldn't do strict pull-ups. You should definitely do strict pull-ups, and developing strength in order to do the kip properly, you're going to need to have strength to do the strict pull-up first, and then you want to start practicing the kipping pull-up. You should not be doing the kipping pull-up if you can't do at least 3 to 5 strict pull-ups. All right, you want to have that strength and base there for stable shoulders, and that's a strong scapula, and that whole area should be strong and stable before you start doing the kipping pull-up. Bronwyn is plenty strong to do this motion. So let's go ahead a few more reps. Let's try to get about 4 or 5 reps in a row. Pressing the chest forward, feet back, using the momentum of the legs, knees coming up towards the chest, then opening up the hips and pulling towards the bar. All right. So again, every time she does that pull, she's already opened up by letting her legs come forward and her chest go back, so that when she throws the knees up and the hips forward, she's pulling at a 45-degree angle, which makes it a much easier pull than a direct vertical pull. The momentum of the legs, the momentum of the hips, and a little bit of a snaking motion make this kipping pull-up a lot easier than a standard pull-up when you're trying to do many, many reps or high volume. All right, so that was your lesson for today at A4 Fitness with Bronwyn, and that was the kipping pull-up. Thanks for watching.